Let's look at things. Is it on? Let me check on my phone. Always gotta do an audio check. My husband just started streaming, and that's one of the lessons, like, you have to always check your audio, because if you don't, it's gonna be bad. Something's going to go wrong. There we go. Got a nice thumbnail. There we go. Okay, I can hear myself. We are gonna move in about a week, so there's kind of a mess back here. But I thought I might work on a game. The camera's over here. That's kind of an awkward place for the camera. Because I was thinking of doing a stream like all day Christmas Eve, but then anxiety. So I figured I'd do it a little bit like maybe tonight, tomorrow night, maybe, or in the morning. Because I have D&D, I'm DMing in the evening, so not at 6:45 to 8:45. But then also on Christmas Eve as well. So we'll see what kind of shitty game I can make in a handful of hours. And that's the idea. Is basically I had a dream where I made a game that in my brain it was called Christmas Horse. I don't remember anything about the game, so I did ask my cousin, who is a horse girl, for ideas, though really, I mean, what did she say? A horse hates Christmas but is visited by 3 Christmas horses, or Hallmark romance where a big city horse moves to the country. We're gonna go with something a little bit more arcadey. I did ask her what is the meaning of Christmas, and she said oats. So keep that in mind. I also don't know much about horses, and this is just gonna be like a bad game for funsies. We're gonna use C++ and SFML. Look, my husband is currently streaming on Twitch. If you want to go watch Counter-Strike. But if you don't want to, you can watch me make a game. So let's go to this view. Oh, wait a minute. Let me maybe move the streaming page over here just in case. And we're gonna be doing a game. So what comes first when I start on a game? Well, first we go to GitLab. Where's my GitLab link? And we create a project. Even if we don't follow through, we at least need a project, or it doesn't feel right. I'll make this public. Create that. Clone it. Find a place on the hard drive. We'll do projects and put it under this month. Okay, first step is done. We got Christmas Horse, the folder. Actually, we need another repository as well. So we'll do Chalo engine. Oh, and we should take the template as well, but here we will just copy this. Let's go ahead and make a source folder in here. Git adds, or is it git submodule? Git submodule, add, blop. And I don't know if I have the game template currently cloned anywhere, so we're gonna clone it. Hello, Rivilux. It will be a really cool game. Either way. Okay, so let me close that for a moment. Now that I have somebody in the chat, I'm gonna actually turn on the chat. I just have to pop it out. Or I guess I could just literally make it part of the screen, but we'll do this. Let me find the things I need. Nothing ever shows up, like, right away. Everything is great. I love technology. Technology. Okay, we'll put this over here. If I make this small, it's not going to be readable. But what if I zoom? I can't zoom! There we go. Is that... Does that work? Now I have to go check my stream on my actual computer. Gotta check these sizes. Don't listen to me. You can't hear me anyway, it's fine. Well, you can kind of read that. I can make it a little bigger. We'll put it right here. This is really kind of disorienting because I have the stream, and it's like, can I read the stream? I don't know. We will go with that, and I will read the chat. Okay. So we have the game engine template. We can just kind of copy all of this over so that I don't have to redo a whole bunch of work. We'll open code blocks, and do you know what the next step in making a game is? I added a little text thing. Here, I'm going to add some extra tips, possibly as we're working, and I'll say, pro tip, game dev, step 1, color your IDE. So first, we're going to waste some time setting up the editor colors. I like this one. This is what I'm going to use for spring semester. And I made my whole desktop environment blue. But we're going to go with Xmas Horse. And we're going to spend a good 30 minutes figuring out a good theme for this IDE. And I have my glimpse over here so I can use it for color selection. I'm thinking of a green background. I feel like a red background wouldn't be that great. We can take maybe just like a deep green. And then kind of go from there. Maybe have a light green text. We want to make sure there's enough contrast. You want to be able to read things. So we got light green. Usually I'll go with one color for all of the comments. So let's do, well, I don't comment a lot. We'll do gold-ish. So we'll do that. Maybe just italics. You know, comments are just decoration. If you happen to hear someone in the background going long, 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 or push, 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 that is my husband playing Counter-Strike. Keyword error. Usually I'll just do an underline for that. Alright. It's okay. Kind of feel like we're on a pool table or something. Really, like, they have different colors for numbers and operators, and I think that that's not really necessary. We're gonna go with a lighter red. It still needs to have enough contrast. This is not gonna be, you know, the best theme either, but it's gonna be a theme. Global classes and type defs. I don't even know where one of those are. Strings, like a lot of this, we don't need it to be different colors. Where's the operator? And we'll just kind of start and figure it out. Okay, I kind of want the operators to be a different color. Maybe blue. Is that Christmassy looking? And preprocessors. This doesn't quite feel Christmassy enough to me, but I don't know what I would do. Perfect, right? Let's maybe adjust this background. What if we went with a little bit more but dark seafoam green. Like that's a nice color. Uh, then we can have a little bit more wiggle room on these other colors, like our keywords. To see if we can go. I don't want it too dark. It's gonna look weird. Could go a little bit more orangey. Is orange Christmassy? It's like, I mean, it could be. We could do orange for keywords, kind of a side orange. And the default text, maybe not green. We'll do some other colors like that. I don't like the operators being blue. We're gonna go with, let's go with warm colors with the green background. So we'll probably go with an, like, just more orangey, or maybe just gold. I still feel like there's something missing. What is our selection color? Let's change the selection color to like a dark red. When I select things, it's gonna look dark red. Actually, dark red might be a good background. I kind of feel like that would be hard on the eyes. I don't know. I'll keep working on it. We can always change it while we're working on a game. Okay, so I thought maybe I'd start on some game art first, because really there's not anything to put in the game here. I really like that red. Let's do a dark, like a dark red. Ooh, that's kind of bright though. Maybe like that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't like my preprocessor colors. Let's make those green. There we go. It's not bad. That feels Christmassy. Okay, but I will have to change the selection color. I'm just gonna keep going back here to make it perfect. Selection. Gonna make that. Now we're gonna make this the dark green. Again, you know, has to be good. Gonna be looking at this code. Oh yeah, I also don't like the indentation in the default indent stuff. But let me copy this selection. We'll change that to like a lighter red. Matching brace highlight. We're just gonna go with a little bit green here, and if it's not a match, we're gonna go with a lighter red so it matches. Wait, what? That should match. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Let's run the program. It can't find something. Why is the font so small? It should be much bigger than that. We're actually gonna close code blocks and reopen it, because if code blocks happens to crash, it's not gonna save any of the stuff I just did. Okay, build errors. The application Chalo program is not a thing. Did I have this problem before? Well, also, I opened up... Okay, so either I can grab my Vamoose code and work with that as a starter, or we could fix the game template thing so that we don't have to deal with this again. But in here, I need to make sure to get this sub thing. So this is how my brain works. It's like, okay, we need to go do this whole other thing now. Gonna do get submodule add. Yeah, it's in the index, but I just deleted it. Or I don't know, maybe if we just sync it. Did that work? No. Update. I have no idea what I'm doing because I am not smart. No. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I don't know what the submodules are under. So we're gonna do some debugging. Gamedev, step 2, debug, and get sidetracked. We'll just, here we go. I want to remove a submodule, or I want it to actually pull it down. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the game engine template. We're gonna delete this one. I've messed it up. Like, all of my Git knowledge is just based on using Git, but not actually ever reading about how Git works. So I'm basically your average software developer. Okay. Git pull down submodules, please. Git submodule update init. Do I need to give a path? It doesn't. Okay. It pulled it down. We're gonna figure out why the template program doesn't build, because the template program needs to build. This needs to be able for me to just pull down the template and immediately start a new project. Actually, it did build. Why didn't the other thing build? Okay, well, here's the game engine template. Oh, and it has like a little moving character. I don't have to do any code. No, well, I was trying to write it so it'd have a lot of stuff that wouldn't need to be rewritten all the time. Okay. Now that we have that, let's go to Christmas Horse. Oh no, I didn't want it all in here. We're going to take that stuff. We're gonna have a source folder. Put this all in the source folder and hope this still builds. Okay, I don't know what happened last time. That's my favorite. Okay, so let's not even start with the code right away. I will go ahead and commit this code. I'll just rename this Christmas Horse. I can get rid of this stuff. I can rename the project file. Christmas Horse. And we're going to think about graphics first. Wait, not a Git repository. Source, Chalo engine. Get modules, Chalo engine. No, I'm in Christmas horse. What are you doing? Did I not clone Christmas horse? Clone it again? Move it over. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. We have the starting code. Let's see. Gamedev step 3. Make bad sprites. So, I have Glimpse right here, which is normally what I do all my art in, but I also have, I don't know if it's installed, Sprite? That's a chat box. That's not what I meant to do. Sprite. I like to make a design folder. We're going to use this to try to speed up the art creation process. However, I don't use it very much. Do we want 64 by 64 sized horse? I guess so. It is cool. Can I paste this path here? Yeah, okay. Horse. But I don't have any of like the keyboard shortcuts memorized, which is a poop. It's not my favorite. So it is gonna be a little slower. I can't even do control mouse wheel to zoom. I can just do mouse wheel to zoom. Okay. Control mouse wheel changes the size of my brush. I wish I could just tell it to give me glimpse style thing. Another side note, I have it set so you won't be able to hear the music, but I am going to turn on music on my side. You won't be able to hear it. If you want to listen to music while I'm programming, you can find your own music and just play it at the same time. Okay, so this horse, make sprites, don't use reference. I don't know how horses run, but I'm gonna make a horse sprite without looking up any references on horses. I have kind of a general horse shape that I can draw, but I don't know how horses run. We'll probably want a separate horse head from the rest, and then have a separate horse body. How do I make a new layer? I don't know. Horse body. Probably have some separate horse feet. And also, while I'm reminded that I am streaming, I get sidetracked a lot. We're gonna copy that, and I'm gonna just post in Twitter now that we're actually getting into the art. Just checking comments. Post. I'm trying to make a bad Christmas game in a few days, and I'm streaming it. And I misspelled Christmas. I am not going to correct it. We're just going to go with that. And then I will post it on my Facebook so my friends and family can see my bad stuff. Hey, Emmanuel, pick and stick punk. Well, we could have a pick and sticks portion. Let's see, I do have my Wacom tablet. Okay, so I assume we need 4 directions of horse. We could be lazy and do 2 directions and make a side scroller. However, we want this to be the worst possible product. So we're going to make 4 directions of horse. I'm going to start with side view because that's what I'm most comfortable drawing. At what point do I separate the horse head from the horse body? I don't know. What is my fill keyboard shortcut here? Which is the fill button? G. Okay, and we also have a preview down here. And I feel like the Christmas horse must have a Christmas hat. That is a prerequisite. I don't know how it's going to fit on Christmas horse's head, but we'll work on it. It's got to be poofy hat. There we go. We'll add details later. We're just going to do general shapes first. Okay, what is the dropper tool button? It's I. In Glimpse, I can just hold control or something. Okay, this horse is a little weird. Yes, it's not Christmas unless there's a cool hat. Wow, my mouse really wants to make me do that. We could have googly eye horse. We just like, as it runs, its eyes should just go everywhere. I like that idea. So that's the base. We're gonna add horse body, which is just kind of roughly that shape. That's kind of horse body shape, right? And I'm gonna use maybe a little lighter color here to do legs for now. Or let's do foreground legs and background legs. So we'll put, can I move up? Move it up? How do I move it? How do I move my layer? There has to be a button to move my layer. I need it above. No. What is the layer? Oh, onion skin is good. How do I up? No. Page up? No. Okay. We're gonna copy this and paste it here. We're gonna rename this horse body. We're gonna name this foreground legs. Okay, so we need background legs and foreground legs. So we'll use the slightly lighter color for the foreground just so I can see it easier. I've drawn horses for my D&D game, but I don't exactly have horse anatomy memorized. So, this is just kind of how I draw all 4-legged creatures, is just kind of this way. And then the running animation is going to be amazing. Okay, so let's grab that color and do a little darker for the background legs. Now, I already know a problem that's going to happen. I normally, when I know how to animate a human, when I animate a human, I kind of start with the, standing still, all like legs both on the ground, arms both on the ground. I forgot a tail. We're gonna need like a separate tail layer too. Horse tail. I don't know what kind of color the mane is gonna be yet. Probably like yellowish. This looks like Xena's horse. We'll just put the mane and the tail on the same layer. But we need to make sure to have fluid hair movement. There we go. This is perfect. But yes, so normally when I'm drawing humans, you have, let's just stand up and model this. This is how I draw the 3-frame human sprite. We got standing still, we got this leg out, and wait, this arm out, then like this, and then the other side. That's how I draw humans. I don't know how horses. I don't know what they. I in movies they go like ba, right? Like 3. Like does it 3? Does it go 3 times? Like that. Thank you. I like this yellow shirt as well. It is also, I like this shirt because it has this front pocket as well, and I just put my mask in there when I go out, and it's like I got a mask ready. I could just go put on the mask and take off the mask later. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I don't know how horse legs work. We're gonna do something. I don't know. Add that in here. New frame. Alt in. Okay. Well, we probably don't want to delete every layer. Just mostly the legs. We might have to do more than... We'll figure it out. Because I feel like just 4 frames of animation isn't going to do a horse justice. Maybe I shouldn't have added those extra frames yet. How do I play it? Okay, enter key. So, also with the human body, when I'm animating a human body, when you're standing like this is where your head is the tallest, and then when you're like stepping this way, your head is a little lower. So I always like lower the head on the second frame like that, or basically on the frames where you're not putting a foot out. So I don't know how this translates to horse, but I'm sure I'm going to have to move the head and the body around. But those just need to be like tweened a little bit. Okay, foreground legs. What if we just animate it like a human first? No, wait. We're gonna animate it like a human first, and I know that horses don't walk like humans, but we're gonna just do the foreground, that one out, and its corresponding leg is back. And if my cousin were watching this, she would be very sad. We will see how this looks, and we will go from there. Horses don't walk like humans, I assume. Otherwise, why wouldn't they just walk on 2 legs? That's like the wrong direction. Something, I don't know. Okay, so there's the middle frame. We got Oh, that's not gonna look right. I don't like that, but we'll work on it. Yes, the best and greatest horse is incoming. This is going to be an amazing horse. Okay, new layer. We're gonna, not there. Put it here. We're just gonna copy these layers over and do the same sort of thing with the other side. And we will keep working on it. This isn't necessarily the end of the horse. We still need to do line art around it and stuff. Let's move the hair a little bit just by like a pixel. That way it looks a little bit more fluid. We'll have very luscious hair. Make this all go up a little bit. Then I'll go back and then we'll do the opposite. So here we have front leg out and then we're going to do front leg back. And again, since we're doing human style walking, and you know, maybe not every leg here is the same leg size, but we're gonna just, you know, I don't even need to describe what I'm doing. You understand. This leg comes out now. That's the wrong layer. Did I drew these foreground legs on the wrong layer too. That's the worst feeling, isn't it? Okay. So we're gonna... Now that I'm thinking about it, I think, like, you see horses, like, kind of have their legs out. Like, bent sometimes. And that's a very thick horse leg, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. So it was backwards, forwards, and then this is going to be back also. And we might have to move the sprite a little bit to make space for line art and all of that. Okay, let's make sure to draw the horse legs on the correct layer now. I feel like the sprite, its legs got longer. Yeah, and it looks weird because it's also not moving its body at all. Which, moving a character's body during animation helps it look a lot better too. So for instance, let's take the head on and the... Let's just move the body down by a pixel and the head down by a pixel. Which means we'll also have to move that mane, but... Let's grab this mane, move that down by a pixel. Okay. Okay, the body, I didn't move the body right. What happened? I did the wrong layer? Or, oh, did I copy the... I like copied the body on every layer. I don't know. Oh, the tail also needs to go down anyway, so we'll do this over here. I could have moved the whole thing. Best horse. Flickety ears. Okay. I'm just... Can I, make this a little bit slower? Okay, so... I don't like how... And this happens with my human characters too sometimes. Let me turn off onion skin. Wait, what was I thinking of? I don't like how this leg basically overlaps the exact same space as this leg here, right? And that makes it look really weird. It's not terrible. Also, this thigh back here keeps growing and shrinking. But overall, I like this horse. It's a good horse. I might have to text Becca, my cousin, my horse girl cousin, and tell her that I'm streaming right now. I don't normally like I don't normally tell my friends that I'm streaming, but she might want to catch this horse. I'm working on a horse sprite for Christmas horse. Oh, I'm getting some text from my other buddy. Internet is so fast, I'm crying. Wow, he just moved. We're adults talking about utilities in a house or at our rentals. Okay, anyway, let's scooch the horse because this is too cramped in the back. Can I just move no, I want to move everything. Move everything. Air Sprite, Ace, Aspirite, Aspirite. I want to shift everything forward by like a pixel. Oh no, the left and right, the arrow keys actually just move. Oh no. Okay. I have to like select every. You know, if you want to make a great game, that's actually not bad. That kind of like makes it feel like it's jaunty. Nodding horses. Oh, should I like make its should I make its neck go like back and forth? I don't know if I'd be able to achieve that. Oh, I also forgot a pom-pom on his hat. I can't not have a pom-pom on his hat. Brush. Boop-a-doop. Aw. Look at, we need to make the whole hat move. Otherwise it doesn't look like a real hat. So we'll do that. Gotta grab that. So maybe it'll go forward a little bit. Okay, I feel like it needs some more hat on this one. Let me set the frame rate back to like maybe 150. I like that hat. I need to work on the mane some more. Okay, I need to add, like, I don't like the empty space on the mane. I also, this part of the mane doesn't seem to move at all. It needs to like change height or something. I think my cousin, oh, she says it's fantastic. um, so I just need to make sure this mane looks fluid enough. Like it needs, okay, here, I'm gonna get rid of some of the, we're gonna get rid of the extra hair poofies that come out, and we're gonna redo the hair poofies. I need to turn onion skin back on. Because we need this to be luxuriously flowing hair in 4 frames of animation or less. Can I say, tell the onion skin to not do so much onion? I don't see a option for that. So we're gonna start at the first frame of hair. So just kind of, here's some hair that's out. And then it's gonna come up. Oh, that's too much hair. The hair here, gonna come back up a little bit. Maybe it'll keep going up a little bit and then it'll go back down. Will that make it look fluid? That's kind of nice. Now I need to do the same thing for the tail. Boop a doop a doop boop. Okay, gonna. Let's say maybe it's out like this first. And then it's gonna maybe go, you know, things will move back and forth. So it'll come back out. And it'll come out some more. And we'll have that. So let's see how that looks. It's not bad. That's not bad. Becca can't comment on it live because she doesn't have an account, and it's okay. That's... I'm like really... Like, I know it's walking looks stupid, but I'm actually really liking this. Okay, we have to adjust these thighs that keep changing shape. So, big thigh, a little bit smaller. Let's make this bigger again. Not that, once it's all the same color, it's not going to matter a whole lot, but you need to make sure that this horse stays anatomically correct. That's still not big enough. And I feel like the horse head is a little abrupt. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing with the head. So we're gonna do, or at least we're gonna try. We're gonna see how this works. So we have the eyeball sprite is 2x2. We got 4 spots, so we're gonna see how this looks. Perfect. All right. Let's add some details. Gotta have some nose. This is a horse nose. Also, if this was a person from the side, I would kind of make their face go this and that way a little bit. Which really... Oops. I don't know if I have it in me to make a horse that goes back and forth. I could try. That would affect the eyeballs, though. And I don't know which way it should face. Rebecca just sent me thick Christmas horse. Okay, so let's say we're gonna move the eyeball forward and just move all of this forward a little bit. Move this part forward. Okay, so it'll be duh. Oh, well, the horse head was moving anyway. So, duh. I should put the eyeballs on a different layer. Da. I don't think this is gonna work out so good, but we'll see. We're gonna move this eyeball horse. I mean, this horse's eyeball forward more. One, two. Okay, we need to move this eyeball forward some more as well. And this eyeball will start to be obfuscated by the side of its head. Wait, which way does it? Yeah, upper left. Oop. Okay, now the eyeball is really obfuscated. Probably no eyeball here. And we need to move this eyeball maybe here. And I'll just I will adjust the horse face shape. Yeah. So here's, I mean, this one should be facing like more sideways, and then this is kind of in between. 1, 2, 3. Once I have a nose, it'll be a little easier to tell too. I don't know. Now its face is growing. This is such a cute horse. Boop ba doo ba doo ba doo. Okay, I'm gonna add a nose, and you'll see how much it helps. So we're gonna do nose, nose. Oh, for what? Did I draw the horse? Oh, I drew the horse eyeballs on the wrong layer. Who cares? Okay, we're gonna. Oh my god, shit. So that's kind of like it's going back and forth. 1, 2, 3. This one needs to have some eyeball visible. I don't know how that's gonna look. I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't want its eyes to go away. Like, we should at least have some eyeball, right? I don't know. That looks so weird. So, you know, pixel art is all about kind of interpreting reality through the smallest amount of stuff. And, like, sometimes just it's the pixels you don't draw. That's really weird. Because now it's not doing both eyes all the way around. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't like it as much. I don't know how much I can undo in this program. We're gonna see how much we can undo. I just really liked the horse face the way it was before. No, I think this is right. Is this correct? This is the perfect horse face. So then we can also add its nose, its nostrils. And we'll add shading and some line art. Is those nostrils too big? Are those nostrils too big? Should be small. Small horse nostrils. I don't know what I'm doing. Those nostrils are not lined up right. These need to go lower. The nostrils just stay where they were at. I mean, if I were really creative, I could like have the nose be fully animated and be like, you know, in like animation when you see like a whip, like something that just like you do the in-between frame where it's like the shift between two things and it's like really stretched and stuff. But no, we're not gonna do that. Okay. We need shading and we need an outline. But I think as far as like the horse shapes, seem good. So we're gonna paste these and make these the same color so that doesn't look so weird. The background legs, those can stay the same. In Glimpse, I have a good way of adding an outline. I don't know how to do the same here, or if there's like a special tool to do it. I could do it on a separate layer. Normally what I do is I just take the entire image and, shit. No! Oh my god. There has to be a way to move this layer above the other layer, right? I'm just gonna delete this. Because what I want is all of this on this layer, which it did not do. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. I don't know. No. Okay. And then I need all of this to be black. At least everything that's going to end up being an outline. And we're going to copy this, paste, and do one up, one down, one left, one right. And we have an outlined horse! But now I have to do it for every layer. And I can like add outlines to the other legs and stuff. But I have to manually do all the copy. Don't overwrite the entire. I don't know if it's overwriting. No. I just okay. Here, copy that and paste it here. Copy this and paste it here. Copy this and paste it here. I know how I would do this faster in GIMP, but or Glimpse or whatever, but I don't know how I would do it here. Paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Ish, I guess. I don't know. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. I don't know what I'm doing. And I have exciting news. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, I didn't. Okay. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Okay. Now I will remind everybody, this is one direction of the horse. Though, I feel like this horse is so perfect the way it is that I shouldn't add a forward or backward frame, like direction. Because I feel like I'm just gonna degrade the majesty of the horse if I try to keep going on it. It will be terrible if I try to draw the back of a horse and the front of a horse, because I don't know how to animate that. But we'll see how I feel in like 5 minutes. Okay, let's look at the animation now. Whee! Oh, but oh, I messed up. Oh, frick. I messed up this frame. Okay, that one's fine. This one got pasted. Weird. Why did it do that? Okay, I'm just gonna have to redo that whole thing. Fun! Great times! No, what are you... Figuring out new tools. Okay, we're gonna try this again. How many years have I been using GIMP / Glimpse? Probably at least a decade. How long have I used this? Maybe 10 hours total. Maybe not even that. Okay. Up, down, left, right. Okay, let's see. So then we can add some more black outline. I just do that so that there's an even outline around the sprite. Okay, now we need more outline. There's the foreground legs. We'll add this up here. Does this have a special? It does. It has a line tool. That's cool. We'll make this come down here. Just artisanal horse leg. Gotta make sure its crop looks good. Is that the crop? I don't know. And we'll try to make all this look nice together. This looks so weird down here. And you know what I just did? I just drew all we're gonna just merge this down because I just drew all of the outline on the foreground legs layer. Boop doop boop boo. I might need to accentuate these ears because they're not very visible with the Santa hat when I have black outlines. That looks a little weird. I could kind of copy this little part. Of course, I'm on the legs layer, but whatever. There. And just add outline here. That butt looks so weird. Okay, let's keep working on it. Gotta have outlines. Eh. That's not terrible. Nope, nope. That looks so weird. I'm gonna have to fix these hooves also. Sorry, I am listening to the Hades soundtrack and you cannot hear it. Okay. Oh, I forgot the cotton ball up here. For some reason I didn't paste the correct color. Okay, come, wait, what are we doing? He's so cute. And we'll add some shading as well. It's perfect. I'm gonna cry. Okay, so let's go with a little darker color. We're gonna, can we flatten this? Because at this point, you know, I've kind of mixed all the layers, so we'll have, actually what I would really like is a select tool that selects just a color. Ah, nice. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll do like shading under the neck. I should add shading on a different layer so it can easily erase. Kind of under the body. The leg would be here. Down this side. Down around his chin. And also a little under the hat. And these colors is more shaded. So I think, what's the select tool? W? Ah! Nope, stop it. Yellow. Need a darker yellow. And a red, darker red, and white, and a darker white. Oops. Okay, so let me work on this hat first. Maybe I'll just use my mouse. I guess I could zoom in. That is a feature. Just, okay. I feel so imprecise with my tablet. Some more shading there. Okay. Mean. The exciting world of shading horses. And if you're tuning out by this point, I do not blame you. Okay. So, just kind of frame around the horse face. I also don't know what other sprites we're going to need for this game, because I haven't decided what we're doing yet, but we'll just throw the horse in the code and go from there, because we're just making a game. That's the wrong layer! We're just making a game with no plans ahead of time. and with no drawing reference. And really, does the shading make any sense? The shading that I'm doing? Not really. But you're gonna think it looks better if I add shading, even if it doesn't make sense. You're gonna be like, oh, this is high quality pixel art. It has shading. Okay. Again, horse leg right there. I better be drawing on the correct layer. And down this side. I need to do my selection tool trick, but I don't want to press the buttons. Am I the best pixel artist? No. Am I the best programmer? Also no. Okay, we're just gonna do this because I'm tired of this. How's it look? I forgot to shade the top of the horse head. The hat is casting a shadow. Clearly it needs a shadow. I wish Glimpse just had a attachment or like a plugin for this sort of thing. I mean, I haven't searched, so I don't know if it does or not, but the only thing bugging me here at the moment is this frame, because I don't like the eyeball. What if I might... Okay, we're facing down. Looks a little weird. I might shift all of these a little. Well, no, I'm still gonna have the same problem no matter what. Because one frame of the eyeball is gonna be touching the outline. Unless I do that, and then the horse is gonna have like a swollen face. Oh, that looks like a camel. What if I did this? Did that look weird? I could do like... Oh my god, that'd be so weird. It's like a goat horse. Ah! We're not doing that. We might just have to deal with it. Another thing bugging me is this. But otherwise... It's a pretty swell horse. Pretty swell Christmas horse. The shadow is not... It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be functional. But also, I don't like it when the pixels move this much in between one frame. Is a Christmas horse! Okay, so I will show you something really handy about Sprite is we can export a sprite sheet and it will automatically look at that. We could do columns as well. I think I usually do different directions by rows, and then each column is its own thing. Was the output button open? Export. Now we save this or export it as horse sheet. So here's horse sheet, and then this is all 64 by 64, isn't it? So I'm gonna just do this part in glimpse. We're gonna add a grid in the background to work along. Put this here. Gonna extend the size times 2. Copy the grid. Rotate it. And then we're going to use this to select each horse. Actually, I'm going to add some little markers here that I can easily remove, so I know where the corners are. Nope, not that one. We're just going to put little dots here to keep it lined up. So I want to select horse, copy, paste. I want it in the same order of frames, so I'm not just copying that layer and flipping the entire thing, because then it would almost look like it's walking backwards. So I'm just doing one frame at a time. Copy, paste. Okay, now I can select all of this color and delete it, save that, and then we'll export this as the actual file. Where's my chapstick? There it is. Don't mind me. That was too much. Cool. So we have our horse sheet. Oh, I didn't mean to copy that there. Copy, go in here, put it in content, graphics, characters. We have the starter character that's in there. And now we will add a character. This is step 4. Add character to game before doing any design. Just move this over here a bit. So the game opens, it has a game state. Let's go ahead and open the game state. And it's loading in the old sprite. We're going to tell it to load horse sheet. And now it's 64 by 64. Let's see if it just works. Even though I have to change the animation information or the direction information. Because it's assuming that it's 4 directions. And I don't remember how I did all this. Max frames, animation speed, direction. I have an enum for directions. Where is this enum? I mean, I have that. Would it be easier just to update the code or to add more sprites? This is actually in the engine itself. So it's expecting it to be in the same order as here, I believe. Where... That's a horse. Where it's down, up, left, right. We could do this. Shift that all down. Add more grid up top. I'm just going to add one little pixel here. I guess 2 little pixels. Move this up. Delete that. So now it'll be like RAR, it just always faces a certain direction. And I have to copy that back over. Where the heck? In design folder. Okay. Boop. There's our horse. It's very small. It's hard to see this horse, and I didn't properly erase the magenta. Over here. Oops. I could also blow this up double, or I could resize it inside of the game. Let me see. I don't know if I have that implemented. This is the problem with me doing game development and then stopping every so often, is just I don't remember what I implemented or what features I added to the engine. Do I have the ability to blow up a character sprite? I don't know. Let's look at game object. I don't think I implemented that, which I could. I just have to go look up the SFML documentation. Not download. Learn documentation. Sprite. So I'm literally just going to be adding features as I am like, this horse is too small! And I'm going to add the feature to make the horse bigger! Could I resize the sprite? Yeah. But I could also scale it up. There's set scale. Is there just a set size? There's also scale. Why is there scale and set scale? Why? Scale the object. Set the scale factors of the object. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But first, I'm going to grab a drink. Not an alcoholic drink, because I don't drink alcohol, but just a soda. So I will be right back. I should add some text on here to say I'll be right back. BRB. I'll be right back. What's a good font for a way but thing? Oh, do I have sometime later installed? I don't know. I probably don't. SSSSQRS. No, I don't. I have something called Spot Cookie. Oh, let's do that. I look very... There. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a soda. Bye. Like 5 minutes. I have returned. I had to look for a bottle opener because these aren't twist off kinds. I wanted a guava soda. And I grabbed a string cheese, but I will mute myself while I eat this string cheese real fast. Just to satiate some hunger. Mute. Okay. We're just gonna set data. Yes, I am basically wrapping the SFML sprite, but there's a cat behind me. Hello, Kabe. Okay. But it's all in a game object, so I don't have to do everything. Bob. Gotta do your getters and setters. When I was a student, I was like, why do we need getters and setters? And then once I worked in the real world, I was like, I understand why we need these now. That's what I talk like. This is a vector 2F, right? Why is my autocomplete's not opening? Game object has not been declared. It's right here. Game object. Game object. Game object. Oh, wait, am I outside of the... Yes, I am outside of the namespace. Oops! There we go. Don't forget to put everything in the side of the namespace. There we go. Okay. We have some data being stored, but that does not mean it's going to scale yet. We actually have to do more work. So I have something that updates the sprite. I thought I had like a force update somewhere, but at some point we want to like, for example, when we update the position, we want to update the sprite. Just highlight it everywhere in here? Maybe? No? Okay. Okay, well, okay, if we're doing it this way, we're gonna msprite.set scale mscale, and over here we're just gonna call set scale SF vector 2F X and Y. Will that be happy? Will be fine with that? Okay, good. So when you hit set scale, it should set the scale. Let's try that here. Set scale. Now is it expecting just like a 2? No, those are integers. Well, no, that shouldn't be an integer. It should be floats. So I'm assuming like 0.5 for half and 2 for double. We'll see how that goes. I should just make it go straight to the game state. It's a double-sized horse now. I did it. Let's go ahead and make it go straight to the main game. Which I believe happens here. And what I was thinking of was making several game states and then just having like short levels of different gameplay types. Whee! Whee! It animates faster when you go diagonal because it just does that. I could fix that, but why would you want to? Okay. We have a horse. What else do we add to a game? Actually, I'm not done with this mango drink. I should drink that too. Kabe. I don't have anything for you. Just love. Ah! I'm more lit now. But I don't want it very bright. Look, my lighting is good, but it's gonna make my eyes hurt. I should text my cousin for advice. Wait, where's my phone? It's right here. I mean, we could just keep it simple and make the first level pick and sticks. This is now step 5. Think of design on the fly. But so we can do pick and sticks pretty easily. That would be pretty easy for our first level. Just have animated sprite and a stick or oats or whatever. And once you collect 10, you go to the next level or something. Then we figure out a different gameplay style. Let's do that. That means we're gonna need some more art. My cousin earlier said carrots, so we're gonna go with carrots. Let's do 64 by 64. I'll draw it here since we're not gonna not going to animate a carrot. I'll just draw a quick carrot. Is that carroty? I know all the keyboard shortcuts that I need. Why is it erasing like that? Oh, hard edge. I mean, it's fine. No, not that brush. Nope, that's not a good color. And we're gonna add lines, because carrots have lines in them. There's the carrot. So we'll go in here. Move carrot. We need a background. And it's Christmas time. So I could just draw a background like the game window size. Or I could do sprites. It'll be easier if I just draw a background, then I only have to do like, I don't have to set up a map or anything. Let's look for some inspiration. Let's look at like horses. Blah, blah. Horses in the snow. Look at these majestic horses in the snow. Or is it going to be a mountain horse that finds carrots for the first level? And then maybe it's excited for Christmas? And then it is just a wild horse with a Christmas hat? And then it eventually finds Santa? And then eventually it eats gifts or delivers gifts because it's a horse. I don't know. But if we're gonna do a, I don't know what to draw. We could do something like boop, 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 boop. Oh no! Why did it? Dang it! My brush settings. Those are my snow blobs. We could do like, again, it's not going to be a good game. But now, if we're not doing it all in one day, if we're doing it over 3 days, I have some more ideas for ideas to stew. I don't know what these are. Maybe they're snow bushes. I'm gonna make this a lighter color so it looks more like snow. Oh. Maybe like that? I don't know. I could draw an ice rink, but I'm not going to add ice physics, because nobody likes ice physics. Why would you add ice physics? Just, you know, piles of snow in different places. I literally don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably just restrict it so the horse can't walk up here. Or we could not program in any restrictions so the horse can walk in the sky as well. Those are both options. But we're just gonna add some Here's the foreground. Actually, you know what? We're going to have two backgrounds, but one of them's going to be a foreground. We're going to have cool foregrounds in front of the game view. Maybe we'll even make this a little blurry. Like that. That's on a separate layer. What else? I am going to draw like an icy lake. That doesn't look very good. But I am not going to program in ice physics. Or I could. But then I'd have to figure out what region, and I've made my lake circular elliptical. Now, maybe on a different level. If I end up choosing ice physics later, that's fine. It's not a problem with the continuity of the game. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like a weird lake. Can you tell that it's a lake? No, you can't. Anyway, okay. Let's save this as level 1, background 1. And save this as level 1, background 2. But we're going to actually make this smaller. We're going to crop. So in here, not here, in here, where did I save those two? Did I save them under characters? Backgrounds. I'm gonna put it in here. We're going to load to backgrounds. Boop. Beep. Background 1, background 2. Now, I could literally just make it a game object, or I could just create a sprite and add it in here. Let me, again, we're not trying to make a great game here. I might just make some SF sprites. Some SFML sprites. So for instance, we'll just create these objects. Go over here, load in. I did have a whole draw manager. That's from when I was working on Linxion, or however it's pronounced. And that draw manager let you have characters in front and back, and it figured out what draw order to do that. But we're not going to worry about that. Okay, set texture. Texture manager, get and then all we have to do is down here draw the background first, draw the foreground background second. After the thing. Run. Okay. I forgot another parentheses. Oh, I forgot to position the foreground because I cropped it. So, set position, and its cropped version is 302, 720 minus 302, 418. Or I could just literally tell it in here to do that. That's 302. So, I don't see it now. No, 720 minus 302. Wee, look. Foreground! There's a foreground! Wee! Wee! But now the horse can go in the sky! We will add restrictions to the horse. So, I don't know if I had... We can add this as a feature. Not that every game needs like a physical barrier as part of it, but we could add it like just a restriction, like valid position region. Getters and setters. And set do I need to pass that by reference? I could. It's only 4 integers. I don't know. Who cares? Yes, I love code blocks. It is my favorite IDE. Is it my favorite text editor? Not really, but it's my favorite IDE for working in C++. Okay, just gonna copy this data over and return this data. And I'm trying to think. In here, we already have movement set up. Maybe I should have put this in the character object, player move. Let's just move this to the character object. Oh yeah, I prefer to run Libre software and not deal with all the other stuff. Character. We'll put these over here. Oops. And, well, I did buy a Sprite to do that, but I don't mind buying, I assume it's a smaller developer, but most of the stuff I do is always in Glimpse. And then just, I like making games with free tools because then anyone can make games with the free tools. I am in Linux. I'm in Linux Mint. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah. You can't see my main screen. I'm in Mate. Whee! I don't even have Windows on this computer. We only have one. Well, I guess my husband's work computer has Windows, but we also have a gaming computer with Windows, but no Windows here. I just set like the appearance and stuff. I like downloaded a bunch of custom themes. So right now I'm using this blue. So okay. Moving this from game object to character. Move that. This one's not as organized. Cool. I've only really looked at the different themes and then download stuff and see what works and try to build everything else to look like that. Okay, so the scale, no, the region. So now when we do the move function, we'll just, I don't know, I'll do something like void restrict movement. I'm trying to think of how I want to make it so you don't have to deal with this. Like maybe if everything is -1s or that's kind of like a not a great way to do that. I have not tried plasma. Oh, KDE plasma. I've used KDE in the past, but I have not recently. And I'm so used to Mate that I just feel like the most productive in Mate. So let's just add a Boolean here, I guess. Seems like a lot of RAM. I had to increase the swap space here on my computer here because like it kept running out of RAM. And it was just crashing a bunch. I'm going to kind of a whole weird little thing. The constructor will set this to false. Left. Okie dokie. Is invalid, position dot left. I'm going to assume for oops. Here. What variable do I have for dimensions? Oops. Do I want the collision rectangle? Design decisions. Hello, Luna. What's up? You could also use the texture coordinates. Let's do that. Dot width. And I'm thinking I don't want it to go beyond the valid position width. So I want the right edge to stop at this right edge. I want the left edge to stop at that left edge. So how am I doing this? This is the right hand side, but we're gonna subtract texture coordinates dot width. I think that's logically correct. And then the same for y's. Yeah, I also I stopped using Gnome once it became Gnome 3, but I really liked Gnome 2. And Mate is kind of like the almost kind of the closest feeling to that in a way. At least from what I've experimented with, but I've probably been using Mate for like maybe 4 years straight, so I just remember when I was in college, like I graduated in 2009, and that's when I was using like Ubuntu with GNOME, and then at some point they made Unity, and I didn't like that, and then I went and tried a whole bunch of different desktop environments, and like it just took a while to find something that I really liked. Okay, we are going to set. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's down here for some reason. Set restricted movement to true. Valid position region. So we're just going to start with 0, 0, 120, and 270 to test with. So then, yeah, I can't go that way. Can't go that way. Oh. Maybe I accidentally didn't replace a width somewhere. Height, 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 height. Luna, what do you want? Hi, Luna. Luna time. Luna time. What's up? Hi. No, that's mine. Moo. Yes, I love you too. Ooh. Blah. I just make kissing noises near the cat, not kissing her. She does put her wet nose on my face, so it's great. Stop it. That microphone isn't for you. Oh, okay. And now this is her other favorite way to hang out. Hanging out like here. Ooh. Oh, no, you want my hand. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Ooh. Okay. So why is that happening? That's about half the height of the horse. Did I not set something correctly? What do you want? What do you want? Let's run this in debug mode. And we're going to put this over here. And I'm going to put a breakpoint. Get out of here. Restrict movement. Here's the Y position. The height is correct. Top. Oops. Scroll down. No, what? Dot height 720. So if the Y position plus the height it is, did I not, okay, wait a minute. It is greater than, so that's triggering that. Position Y is equal to the valid top position plus the height. So 720 and then minus the height of the character. So it should be resetting it to 656. Oh, no, I don't know. I have different places that set the sprite position. I have to think about that some more. I'm going to set this guy to 656. Okay. I don't know where it went. There's 500. Oh, it's under the cloud. That's where it went. Hi, Maverinthia. What's up? Oh, wait. The reason is because the horse has been blown up by double size. So, we need to go in here and do this times m, what did I name it? Scale dot y, and adjust that all. Which I also need to default. Make sure to set that default for that. So in here, game object, let's make sure to set m scale equals vector. Set vector to f 1 and 1. There we go. Okay. What is KF console? KFC console? Okay, now that we have that, we're going to restrict the horse from going in the sky. So let's try... One of the problems with this, though, is like, I don't want to set the height. I want to set like the Y2 value, but whatever. Let's do this. I know, I mean, I could have a sky horse later on. I could give it wings. Wee. Yep, see, okay. I need to add something else to this now. Like the carrots. I need to put carrots in here. We should make a commit. Get status. Get add. Oh, I need to add some get ignore stuff. I'm gonna ignore the log.html. That does not need to get committed. Displaying background. Horse sprite can walk around. And we made changes to the engine. Okay, cool. Note to self. Propagate those changes directly to the repository later. That's something that bugs me so much is when I remember implementing a feature, but I can't find the code for the feature. Oh no, where did my extra text go? Where did my... Oh, that's not it. I don't know where it went. Is it really far down? I have BRB, but my extra text, where'd it go? Ah! Okay. So we need to load the caret next. That is here. I can just make that a basic game object. Doesn't need to be a whole thing. We might want more than one caret. Just one caret is kind of boring. So let's add multiple carets. Let's just make it a vector of carets. So, how many carets do we want? Let's put 10 carets on the screen. Oops. Get caret. Okay, caret dot set position. Let's say random. Actually, you know what? I am going to make this rectangle separate. So, int random x is random. I should really add a utility for random numbers. But hold that thought for a moment. I need to grab something. I'll be right back. My fork fell on the ground just a minute. It's cold. Okay. So I made pizza rolls. I was about to add carrots. I thought to myself, I don't want to manually do the random stuff. Let me add it to a utility. So, and here comes another kitty cat. You can't see her because she's right here. But I can pick her up and she'll be very angry with me. Hello, Cora. How are you? She only likes head pets. She does not like being picked up. But sometimes she'll tolerate it if it's me. She's not purring though, so she's not super thrilled about this. Cora, you have such a pretty face. Oop, you're stuck on me. So, I am back. Okay, I was going to go into my utilities object. I don't really have a good class for... Yeah, I don't have any tuna in the house though. I do have cat treats. They do like cat treats. I could... Should I get the cat treats? I don't want them to get my pizza rolls though. I'm gonna put that right there. Let me get cat treats. I don't know why my husband put empty cat treats in here in the thing, but we got these cat treats. So there's one, there's two, only two. Where's Cora? Yeah, I made a really good picture of you. Let me give the cats treats back here. There's Cora. Oof. No, Luna, that's not yours. There you go. Over here. There's treats right here. Can you see the cats? We have... There's two pixels right behind me. I can't really move this very much. Aerial view of my computer desk. There we go. 3 cats. I have one more, but she doesn't like cat treats. Stretch! Stretchy cat! Okay, let me put this back down. And readjust that. Still, you know, I only gave them 2 each, but they're probably still looking around. This desk is not very big, and I just have this like tripod right here. My eyes are up here. Thank you. Do you want more view of my shirt or my hair? I don't know. Again, it's a mess in the background because we're about to move in a week and 2 days, We close on a house in a week from tomorrow. And then we'll be moving, so everything's kind of in the process of being boxed up. Okay, as I was thinking, I'm gonna need a utility. I don't know what would be a good utility object. And meanwhile, let me open up my GitLab over here and go back to my Chalo engine. I'm gonna copy this over here. Here's my projects. Okay, I just want to make a simple utility that has functions in it for like random number generation, because I don't want to have to freaking write, oh, it's random %, like 0 to 9, and then we're gonna offset it by 10 to do like minimum and max. So I have a types object. I don't know, just like helper functions, like general utilities. Don't drink my juice. My juices are not for cats. So I'm gonna eat a pizza roll if they're not too hot. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm also simultaneously going to create an HPP file. I think that's how it should be logically. Let me just look up somebody else's implementation to double check. I just can't see my carrot, so I'm gonna change the color. Oh, it crashed. Cool. Did it? That is the thing about code blocks. It does things. It does things like that. Okay, you good? Good. Okay. I forgot exactly what I was doing. I was renaming carrots. And now we have carrots. But it doesn't do anything if we walk over it yet. Now we need collision with carrots. But I have some stuff for that already. I have one more pizza roll, then I'll unmute. Sorry, I like unmuted and then burped. I'm sorry. Alright. We could do distance. Hmm. Oh. Am I inheriting that? Or including it? No, I'm not. I mean, I also have regions in my sprites, in my character objects, where I can have sub collision regions inside of it too. But I don't remember what functions I have at the moment because I don't work on my games very much. But what we need is I'm sure I have mint rectangles get map collision region. That might be it. No, that one's related to tiles on the map, so that's related to the actual texture coordinates. But with the scaling I added in, I don't know how that's going to affect it. There's get position region. We can try that out. So, what did I name the horse? Player. And caret.get position region. If that happens, what should we do? Well, I could add a score. That's usually what I do. We could set the carets like to not exist anymore. Or just like for the time being, what I'm gonna do is set the caret. Set position. Can I do this? It's gonna let me. I just want to see that it's doing stuff. So now I guess the bounding boxes are probably based on that 64 by 64 and not the blown up horse. Dang. That's a whole like other can of worms I just opened by adding that. I mean, I could go back and just rescale the sprite. I don't use sprite scaling much in my games, but that is an option. Like, a lot of games use sprite scaling. But I also don't want to mess around with the collision shit. But to do later. We're gonna be lazy because we have 3 days to make a game, and I know I'm going at a leisurely pace here because it's the holiday and we're making a shitty game. That's what we set out to do. So I am going to go in here. We're gonna go into graphics. Gonna go to the horse sheet. Just gonna scale it up. And now instead of each frame being 64 by 64, it will be 128. And if I run it now, it'll be 256, which will be big horse. Is a big horse. We don't need that big of a horse. We just need normal size horse. And like still, I mean, I kind of prefer distance collision in a way because like I don't want it to just hit the invisible air. But I also could do the collision regions, object collision region. Yeah, I could do that. Where's my set object collision region? Let's just try to do that. And we'll change this down here to get object collision region. Up here, say mPlayer.set object collision rectangle. Which means we have to come in here and possibly just look at one horse frame. What area do we want to be a collision? So usually I would just go with feet because that's like kind of that's where you're at. So this X coordinate offset is going to be 2995. That's X and Y. And then the rectangle is 6723. So I haven't set the caret, but the caret's by default just going to be the whole thing. So, but now you only get it if you're feet. Or we can make a button so that your horse has to eat the caret. You can't just step on the caret. Why would you step on a caret? You have to press a button to eat the caret. But then we have to add a sprite for that. We can make that one frame of animation. Is it animation if it's just one frame? So we can do that. We'll keep this part. But it will also have to be if the player action is eating. Now, a question I will have is, how am I setting actions in here? Well, I have like attack actions. We can say attack is an action. This is hard coded in the engine. That's not great, but a lot of games have attacking. I should just set it to like action 1, action 2, action 3 or something. Kind of like my remappable gamepad stuff. I got a cat picture. Unsolicited cat pictures. We'll just call it an attack. So with character, I already have stuff for attacking, and it has a timer. Not that that should be hard-coded in the engine, but whatever. Okay, so it has D-pad support. In my Vamoose project, I added remappable buttons, but I don't know. I would assume that I added that as part of the engine. But I'm sorry, as part of this bad Christmas game, we're not going to have remappable buttons. Because while all games should have remappable buttons, I agree. This game is supposed to be garbage. And while I feel bad about the lack of accessibility, I don't intend for anyone to actually play this game. I'm just doing it so that I do something. Let me go ahead and double check my Chalo engine stuff. Because I have in Vamoose. I forgot where I store all this stuff. Here's where I am. No, that's not it. Where's my button mapping? So I have input binding as part of Chalo, but what is that under? Managers? Input binding. Probably under utilities and types. Okay, let me make sure that's in types down here. It is not. Did I not commit the latest changes to my engine? Rachel! Okay. This is an old version of the Chalo engine, which is appropriate because this is a shitty game. So again, I am sorry for the lack of mappable buttons. Let's do spacebar, I guess. Set action, set. Is there a way to set the action? It has an action object thing. State action. Set state. Where is that being used? In sheet action. Sheet action. Oops. I guess I just have like begin attack. And the update should automatically do something. Now, what? Why did I hard code it this way? It affects the sheet action. I guess it's just an offset. I just hard coded that there. Oh my god. No! That's so bad. This is bad. I usually don't hardcode stuff directly in the engine. That's just poopy. Okay, well, let's take a break from the code to think about this horse. Let's go back into design. It is, I mean, it's good to not hardcode stuff in the game. The way I have it hardcoded is it's expecting the height, like this height here, to be 640 pixels high, which it is not. And it's expecting it to be like exactly this order, and then another 4 sets down here of attack animations for each direction. So it is not written to not written to allow different sprite sheet sizes, which is something I should add to the engine. Because if I'm not, you know, I'm just gonna add like 1 frame for eating. So we'll like take this horsey guy, we'll put some marker here, and take horsey guy, copy, paste, and we just need to update this so that it is eating. And eventually we might need something like it attacking or whatever else, but we'll just this is gonna suck because I don't know if I have enough space. Ah, I didn't know you were up there. Hello, kitty cat. Just gonna how does Horsehead do this? Is that proper Horsehead? I mean, then it looks okay. Just kind of add some lines and kind of adjust it as we go. So, this is not a very horse head shaped head. I don't really know what horse heads look like from above view. This looks kind of weird with it like that. we need a horse hat. So let me just copy and paste this over here for reference. Oop, why is my hat not showing up? Oh, yeah. It's not too big of a hat. Just a little hat. You're not allowed to have treats, kitty cat. I just gave out treats. Hey! No! This is why we have to put him in the closet. Okay. Cats get all the treats all the time. They are spoiled babies. And I also need space for the horse ears. Hello, buenos dias. Though it is nighttime here. What? There's no treats in that. There are no. That one's empty. I should just open that one up so she can stick her head in it and look silly. That's good enough, right? I need to add nose, horse nose. Adjust this part here. Maybe not quite so rigid. Okay. So we are going to get rid of that. Merge this down. Pop. Copy. Put it down here. Flip it. Put it down here. And put it here. Oh, I have an extra spot here. What is that? No. Okay. So this is the 64 by 64 horse. And I need to make it bigger. So okay. So how do I want to do this? Ideally, hey, how are you doing? Ideally, I would write something kind of like my key binding system, but to set up custom sprite sheets. But I'm writing a shitty Christmas game. I am not developing this engine. What are you doing, baby? Hmm. We have some hard-coded stuff in the way. And that's what's bothering me. What do you mean work setup? Like, I have a lot of an engine already made previously, so I'm kind of just adding objects to the game. But I mean, I'm just putting objects in the game because I already had this whole engine pre-built and stuff. Yeah. So I have stuff that's available to handle UI, to handle input, to handle map loading, all sorts of stuff. That's been written for since last year. And I add to it over time. And then what I'm doing here is just I have a character class. I'm adding characters to the game in my game state. And then it's doing stuff. But since you're here, do you know about the Gamedev India channel? I haven't read it in a while because I'm not really in India. But if you're interested, there is a channel in India with a bunch of India-based indie game developers and stuff. I forgot how I found it. I found it through Twitter, but I'm not sure how I got invited. I guess I just reached out to some people and they invited me. So there's like people on Twitter who are game devs in India, and there's a community. I did not get a chance to meet any of them when I went over to India last time, though. Okay. You know, for a shitty horse game, it would be easier if I didn't add the attack animation. And we just go with the original plan of pick up carrots. So we're gonna go with that. Yeah, it can be hard to get I mean, if you're watching my old tutorials, those are also older versions of Allegro and SDL. What I'm using here is SFML. Which is, I think, probably a lot easier to learn, especially starting off, and they have tutorials on setting up SFML with C++. Whereas like with SDL, you kind of have to go to like Lazy Foo's website and not the official website, but it has a bunch of tutorials, how to install it based on whatever you're using. Then you can skip the system module. You don't need that. Not initially. But then they have like how to open a window, how to detect events like the keyboard and mouse, how to draw graphics to the screen, and it's all like really concise and easy to follow. So if you want to program with C++, I would suggest using SFML. There are also other, of course there are tons of game engines out there, and there's open source stuff like Godot, if that's how it's pronounced, I'm not completely sure. Just lots of stuff. There's a lot of tools. I just use SFML at this point. I sometimes also use Python and Pygame, which isn't bad, but I just prefer writing C++ code. So back to this. We'll have carrots. Go dough. Oh, Yeah, it looked like a French word or something, but I don't know. I never really like heard anyone talk about it out loud. I just see people tweet about it. It's kind of like I used Gideros is how I pronounce it. I used this to write a lot of mobile games. It is not pronounced Gideros. I found a forum thread where they had someone record how it's properly said. I don't even remember how it's properly said. Uh, so I need the IPA written alongside the name of things. If you want to do C, then that's fine. I think that doesn't some of them will have C bindings, maybe? It has some different ones. It has bindings for C. Gamedev India it's just a community, so there's different people. Let me see. I forgot because I was following some different developers in India on Twitter, and well, here's I guess, kind of the aggregate Twitter account. And okay, they have the invite to the community here as well. But I was following some people. Let me see. Oh yeah, I think I reached out to these guys. Because I was heading to India and I wanted to like just get lunch or something with some other game developers, but we ended up not having enough time. I did meet with some Esperantists in India, but that was about it. So that was at Gamedev India. Let me throw it in the chat. Boop. Okay. Should I add a score? I guess I'll add a score because that's what Pick and Sticks is. Creating your own games is cool because you can be like, I don't want to implement this feature, and then just not implement the feature. It's great. That's why I hate working for other people. I'm actually going to reference this page now because I don't have a... Well, I do have a UI object thing for text. I can do that. Yeah, no problem, man. Actually, let me double check here if I have any fonts loaded. I do. Okay. So we're going to add some font, some text. Go into my... Not the manager. We'll just do my label widget. Keep that over here. And in here, we'll add a label for Varun, what state are you in? In India, if you're in India. Let's name this mscore text. set up. Needs a key. A font. Font manager. Get. Gets named to main. Character size, I don't know. Right. Text score 0. And then down here, we need to draw it to the screen. Wait, what do I use? Window.draw. Yeah, we're not going to do this part. Okay. I wish I had some outline options. I could just make this a vector of labels. Push back, score text. And then I'm just gonna add some like background shadow versions. We'll do let's do 0, 0. And 2, 2. We'll see how this looks. 4. Auto text in score text. Text. Oops, that all ended up. Oh, is that taking a... No, it shouldn't be a reference, it should be a copy. But this is probably just not getting done last. Okay, I'm gonna do... that. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Then, when we collect a caret, we're going to add to the score, we're going to have to update the text. Linking library, static dynamic to IDE, getting libraries to link property is hard. Yeah, are you in Windows? I can probably do that for like SFML because I was planning on doing that next semester anyway for my students. I just don't use a lot of Windows. But it might be a month or so. Oops, text score, string utility, string util. Oh, I don't have it in here. gonna work? Oh, it's the full word. I have a different version of string utility elsewhere. Ooh. I need to clean some of this up, but whatever. Yeah, I've only been to, like, the furthest south I've been in India is Bangalore. Or Bengaluru. Because my brother-in-law worked down there for a while. Now he's working from home back up north, but I have not been to Karnataka. I'm bad at pronouncing words, I'm sorry. Mostly spent time around like North India, like New Delhi and stuff. Score 1, 2, 4, 5. Yay! Look. Oh no, that carrot's too high up. Yeah. Let me update my carrot thing. Let's maybe just... Oh, it's in that state? See, I see. Okay. I did not know that. I'm unfortunately somewhat geographically illiterate. I do try to add the names of India states when I'm doing like data for programs for my students and stuff. Like if I need a list of things. Dang it, why's that carrot right there? I don't want that carrot there. No, the carrot. No, I need to add to it, not subtract. There, now we have so many carrots. Look at all these carrots. But I need to seed the random number generator. No! I'm gonna need to adjust the foreground. Don't! Kitty cat, no. I wasn't aware that cats like strawberry. Or apparently mango. Because she's just over here licking these can tops. Don't do it. I don't know what's bad for you, kitty cat. Pixel! Pixel, pixel, pixel. Who's in here? We need to make this more transparent so you can still see carrots. Well, now it's not as pronounced. Those I don't like the carrots that far down. Let's make a smaller region. And also for the width, let's just make it not so far to either side. Wee! Pick up carrots, yay! I could add velocity and acceleration. So then you're just a slip slidey horse. That might be good for like maybe add that for the rest of this like first level. Actually, let me add like a level name also. Might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do m level text. We'll do the same sort of thing. Yeah, there is Visual Studio Community. I don't know what the licensing is like that on there. I could do, like, C++ is going to be C++ no matter what. It's just a matter of learning the way the IDEs work for adding to the projects and stuff, and I'll be doing videos on those either way because I always have students who get caught up in that stuff. So I'm going to try to make more videos for the spring semester. I'm hoping I won't be as busy this spring semester because I got overwhelmed in this fall. So I'll be doing more videos. I'll write down what you're saying. So where's my pencil? Actually, it'd be better to write it in here where I actually keep my notes. Meow. Okay, I wrote down code blocks and linking libraries in C++. Okay. I was gonna set up more text. I'm doing it here. And now we draw it to the screen. That could be pushed over more. 1080. Let's try 1050 and see how far over that is. Oh, it's 1280. Let's try 1200. That's too far. 1190. Too far. 75. Too far. 65. Sure. Oops. I guess I would make this a 6 then. Okay. Got level. Let's go ahead and make a commit. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go to the GitLab page and update that icon because I don't like these having blank icons. Um, could be, oh, carrot. Or I could just make a close-up horse image. Just make it here. And save. Now we have a cute horse picture as the icon. Okay. So, do we want velocity and acceleration is the question. Because, I mean, we could start it off simple and, like, I don't want to say make it real frog fractions-y, but we could make it, like, just evolve, and so it gets, like, harder or more unexpected over time. So you start off just collecting carrots here, and then after you collect carrots it goes to the next level. What I could do instead, though, is actually, I don't know, where's my piano cable? I could make sound effects with my piano, but that would be not as easy because the cables are over there somewhere. So since this is a shitty Christmas game, I think I'm just gonna record audio with my mouth. The sound effects. So when we're collecting carrots, what should the horse sound like? Let me test real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's not doing it. It might not let me do it while I'm streaming, because it kind of like takes the microphone and stuff. Dang it. Well, we might have to postpone any audio until later. That could maybe be the final day of Christmas Horse, is adding audio to it and trying to write really bad songs. Or maybe we could do that tomorrow. Like I could write, actually, I could just use this and make like a little audio thing, like da 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 da, when you pick up a carrot or something. I think it's piano default. Where is instruments? I don't know. When the horse walks, we could have drum sounds. I like glockenspiels. They're cool. Okay, so when the horse is walking, let's do like maybe like lower. So that could be walking, and then for picking up a carrot, it could be like da 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 da. Or oops, we want it probably faster than that. So we can then export. I should probably save this so I don't lose this random file. Christmas horse design, audio, sound effects. Always going for the easiest way. So export, not as a PDF. We want, let's just do OGG and we'll just export that. Come back here, design audio. We'll open this in Audacity. Okay, so then we have, I mean, you can't hear it because I turned off the audio. Let me pause my music. We have so this can be collecting a carrot. We'll export that. It might not always be for collecting carrots, but we'll do that. And then for walking around, it's gonna take. No. I'm gonna take up through here. Exporting those. And copy that into our audio folder. I don't remember what kind of audio stuff I even have written in here. I have no audio stuff written in here. We will just do some direct SFML. So, let's go here. Do I need a sound buffer object? Okay, oh, it's like textures and sprites. Okay, what we will do is we're just gonna store it directly in here. We'll have sound, collect sound, and then when we're loading these, you need a sound buffer. Sorry, I just dropped a thing. There we go. Collect sound dot load from file. I'm gonna have to type in the path. Content. I also have stuff in my engine to deal with the relative pathing, or like it. I don't know. Whatever. This just makes me want to work on my template program even more. But we're gonna go content audio. Sound buffer, walk sound. So then collect sound. Okay, I'm just looking at this tutorial, it's a little weird. That builds sound in namespace SF. It's not even type. Do I need to include something else? I might not have linked whatever I need for sound. Graphics window system. Audio. It's probably just audio. And I might need to include sound and audio at the top, so we'll do include SFML audio. See if that works. Okay. And during the game state, when we collect, just get rid of this code. Dot play. I do not hear it playing. Let's keep checking this documentation. Oh, there's a set buffer. Okay, let's do that. However, these probably need to stay in memory and not be. It's probably not going to work if I allocate it like this. Yeah, let's... This is why I should have it in my engine. Okay. We're writing shitty code because it's a shitty game. Kind of loud. I believe that there's probably a volume option. Set volume. What is the values? 1 for 100%? No, 100. Let's do 50%. It shouldn't be that loud. Okay, and then when we're walking, if we are walking, we're going to just play this sound. However, I probably need a cooldown timer for this one because it's going to be like this. This is going to be bad. Watch it. Does it have a way to get the links? Maybe in the buffer. Well, I also don't really... I don't know if I have a timer set up in this engine. We'll just have to eyeball it. Int m walk sound time cooldown. And then up here, we will set it to 0. And if the cooldown is not 0, we're just going to make the cooldown go down more. Only play this if this is true. Then we play the sound and we set this to the cooldown max. And we're going to have some lovely duplicate code here because, again, this is a shitty game. We're going to test this out with a cooldown of 30. It's not playing at all. Oh yeah, it's an integer. If it's equal to 0. Needs to be longer. Okay, so up here, let's change this to maybe 200. We'll see how that sounds. It sounds like nothing. Oh, this is max. Oops. Too long. Let's try 80. That's close. Let's try 60. I wonder if I can get it a little closer. The horse sounds like that, but okay. There we go, and I can write some shitty music another time. Let me go ahead and I will make another commit. Walking and collect sound effects. Score texts. Okay. I will put the link to this in the description, but I think that's all for level 1. And then we'll figure out a whole different gameplay style for level 2. So level 1, you collect those carrots. Tomorrow I'll have plenty of time after I like clean up stuff and pack some more stuff, and then maybe we could go do more than one level and do like level 2 and level 3 and figure out some random stuff to happen. We can write bad music. We can do whatever we want. But I think I'm done streaming for the night. I'm gonna go eat or play video games or lay around and watch YouTube or something. But thank you for joining me as we create this crappy Christmas video game. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.